What's up, everybody? Welcome to Naples, Florida. We're going to be looking at Port Royal, aka the Millionaire's Row. This is one of the most exclusive places in the entire state of Florida, with some of the most extravagant homes. And you'll see why this place is known as the Millionaire's Row. As you will see, very elegant area. Houses here are easily in the 10 million and up range for the most part. ¿Viste que la belleza, papi? You can hear the mockingbird. ¿Qué tú crees que es esa casita ahí? This is like an American, like northern style, like Carolinas almost. Carolina coast looking home. Royal Cuban palm trees. A lot of these homes you can barely see them because, of course, they're going to have their security measures of privacy. Don Quixote? No la vi. ¿Tienes estatua de Don Quixote? Wow. No la vi. Vi los insontes. Belleza de propiedad. And again, security and safety here is a priority with homes into the tens of millions of dollars. So we're going to see a lot of landscaping, but every once in a while we'll get a glimpse of these homes. Obviously, privacy is a top-ranking priority for many of these property owners. You can see a Royal Ponciana and a Royal Cuban palm tree. This one right here is in the making. You can see this home here, clearly going to be a beautiful home. No landscaping will give us an appreciation of the size of the property that's going in here. Gorgeous homes. Here's another one going in. This one's already got its privacy hedge, and you can see a Royal Ponciana. If you pay attention to the vegetation, there's a few specific types of trees that dominate the landscape. Coconut trees, Royal Poncianas, and Royal Cuban palm trees. You can see the coconuts here, dominating the landscape. This home is, interestingly enough, has no Queen's Quarters is the name of this mansion. No significant privacy hedge on some of these. Mira que lo que lindo esa casa, papi. Box is going to be out of concrete block in case somebody wants to hit it. Beautiful homes. Quite the collection of palm trees here. Very tall Royal Cuban palm trees, Royal Poncianas, and coconut trees among the most prominent of the plants you're going to see on these homes. Landscaping is a huge aspect of the vibe here. You'll notice kind of repetitively the same types of plants. And so once in a while you see a property like this where they've gone with other types of palm trees, but the coconut and the Royal Cuban palm tree are the most majestic, most common. You can see here they've also gone with a more North Florida vegetation selection. If you look at these plants, most of these palm trees, like this house could be in Jacksonville with that landscape. So like you see these here, the selection of palm trees sometimes would flourish further north, but most of these homes are going to show off the plants that are only grown in South Florida. Like in this case here, you have very large Royal Cuban palm trees. And it's kind of windy today. Here we have a majestic home. It's got like a wall around the front, you can see. It's like a fortress. Home is practically a fortress. This one, look at this. I like this one. Que belleza, papi. It's like a cottage style. Gorgeous home. If anybody knows the names of the architectural styles of any of these homes, please just hashtag or timestamp the specific timestamp the specific home. Like this one's 503.
I like the colors.
Yeah.
Contrast.
Yeah. You can timestamp it and write the name of the architectural style. If somebody, if we have somebody educated enough on our comment section to know these things, I want to learn more. Like, you know, this one, like in Montgomery, Alabama, you'll see the 3 arches like that on the front porch. You'll see that style in Montgomery, Alabama a lot. Mississippi has that, a little bit of that too. So yeah, I would love to learn the names of these things, and I'm sure people in the comment section can start to appreciate a little bit of that as well. So if anybody knows the floor plan styles of these homes, please share that information with us in the comment section. Same thing, if you see a house that you particularly really like, you are welcome to timestamp the home and say, I would love to live there. Or whatever you think.
We got one off today.
You got one video off finally?
Yeah.
Man, yeah. I want to get to the point where I can upload about an hour of video a day. I know it's not easy down here with the internet signal. Mira esta papi que belleza Las Palmas. Belleza. Belleza. This is like an older home. I actually like it though. Small. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Mira mata papaya. They have papaya trees. That's kind of an interesting thing. I love the coconuts on this one. Oh, this lady almost got, wow. She like almost, you guys will see her on the, there's a pedestrian on a bicycle and she just almost got ran over. It's like she literally almost planted herself in front of my car. She passed me on the right with her bicycle. Kind of passive aggressive. We're on Fort Charles Drive. Port Royal, guys. This is the pinnacle of these houses. Are gonna have, a lot of them are gonna have canals in the back. We're only a block away from the beach. Now the houses that are directly on the beach, they're a little more exclusive than these. And all you can see driving past those houses is simply trees. Because now you're talking estates that are into the 20, 30, 40, 50 million dollar range. And those you will not get a glimpse of, period. I mean, there's houses that have like 30-foot tree hedges just for privacy. The GoPro stopped recording, it got too hot. So the GoPro turned off. Viste que el GoPro se apagó, papi. En la cámara adelante. Se calentó mucho, se apagó. Porque si tú vas rápido, el aire la va congelando. Pero ahí no. Beautiful. Esa es Mata Malanga. Beautiful. Look at this one. I love all the shade that this house has. Mira, como tiene gas, una luz de una lámpara de gas. Esta casa tienen gas también. O si quieren cocinar, pueden cocinar con gas. All the leaves are brown. We're now on Kingston Drive. There's some incredible houses on this street here. Going awfully slow. Notice that there's not a lot of traffic here. Believe it or not, a lot of these homes are actually second homes. They're only here for a small window of time for the winter. So believe it or not, these are not all permanent residences. Alright, so people that own these homes, they're up north somewhere. And if somebody is up north and they need you to look out for their home, holla at your boy. I'll take care of you. If you own one of these houses and you need just somebody to mow the lawn or whatever, and I'll work a deal out with you. I'll be your private home watch. Promise I'll be there all the time. I mean, gorgeous, man. Hey, you took my Bentley. Never brought it back. Papi, que más estás de coco más bella. Belleza. However, I'll do a hood drive around video, get more views on this everywhere. Look at the birds on the road. They even have birds. Even the birds are white. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? Even the birds are white. They're like, yeah, this is a white bird zone. I'm just playing. Are they building that house? I love how they're building it in like the older Naples. Now, I've heard a few stories about this neighborhood, believe it or not. Being an old timer myself, I've known a lot of these old guys that they grew up in Naples. I used to hear stories about back in the 70s and 80s when this was a major landing site for anything coming out of Latin America. And some of these, big wigs out here, they were involved in all that. And these houses, they were part of that whole thing. Of course, these days, that's probably a thing of the past. But, some of these people here, they were definitely involved in activities, you could say. We're turning onto Gin Lane. Isn't Kingston the one where there's like a bridge you can fly over? Sipping on gin.
I'm not too familiar
Gin and
with
juice.
this area.
You're not too familiar with this area?
I don't know the land map and stuff like that.
Yeah. You remember the time we got to drive a,
Yeah.
that was awesome. $3 million boat. The customer was like in Russia or something. So it was the workers that were in the house. And their job was basically to keep the property and to make sure the boat was still in operational order. Because these $3 and $4 million yachts, you can't just have a $3 or $4 million yacht just sitting there. You got to drive it, once a week and make sure everything's in operational order. Because if the guy wants to decide he wants to take the yachts, from one country to the next or whatever, yachts, man, like little yachty. Yeah. Hey, Soldier Boy, you. Thank you for correcting me and making me sound like an idiot. There's other idiots out there who would have believed what I was saying. Anyways, if you got one of these big fancy boats, you got yourself one of them big fancy boats. Mira un coco en el piso, así, vamos a llevarlo. Vamos a llevar el coco ese para que sepa. If you got one of them big fancy boats, you got to keep up on the maintenance. It's basically like, was this the house that we worked on? No? No. We worked on one of these houses, and it was kind of one of this style, this floor plan looking type of house. And let me tell you, the weirdest thing that these boats, man, they can't just let them sit there for months on end. You got to have a full crew working that boat all the time, so that when you decide to go from point A to point B, the boat's ready to go. And anyways, the guys that we were working for, they're like, hey, we gotta actually take this boat on a ride today, scheduled, so you want to go with us, because we gotta get this boat moving. And I was like, sure. Could have been any one of these houses, they all look about the same to me. But me no mate mango, papi.
I remember the driveway and the house combo.
The house was kind of older too.
Yeah, older.
4 Olives. It's crazy that these houses have names. Like the name of that one is 4 Olives. Our home has 4 olives. Wow. A lot of privacy hedges, guys. Won't be clear here in a minute. Okay, this one's majestic right here. Esta es la que más me ha gustado. Out of all houses I've seen, I like this one the most. I think the roof just does it. I even like the fact that it hasn't been pressure washed. I think that's part of the beauty of it, that it hasn't been pressure washed. It gives it kind of like a... Ooh, look at this one. Gorgeous. Alright guys, so there it is. A drive through some of the most prestigious homes in the state of Florida. Millionaire's Row. Oh, there's a bunny rabbit. Hey buddy. You want to live in Lehigh Acres where all the other bunnies are? Hey buddy. Come on over. I know there's a lot of other bunnies. You could be happy in Lehigh. All right, guys, there it is. Check it out.